Are you looking for sealed product and singles? You can find it all on Channel Fireball. Please use my Tailmon affiliate code when checking out to help support my content. Looking for PTGO codes? Potown Store has all the latest sets and promos, instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tailmon code when checking out for 5% off. If you're from Europe, Millipots Gaming has a wide array of sealed products, singles, and more. You can use Tailmon code when checking out for 5% off. Want to show off your love for Tailmon? Check out my 2021 merch. These new hoodies and shirts are available on Amazon. Click on the link in the description to get yours. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Tailmon video. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to be playing a little bit more meta today. We're going to be playing LUCMETAL, Zacian, LUCMETAL being the other big partner for Zacian decks. With the full Metal Melmetal-GX attack, you get to not only disrupt your opponent's energy if you have an extra energy attached to Lucario Melmetal, you discard all the energy from your opponent's active Pokemon, and you also get to reduce 30 damage from all your metal Pokemon for the rest of the game, which is pretty nice. Between this and the Metal Goggles that we play in this list, you do get a minus 60 resistance against your opponent's attacks, which is pretty significant. And then if you pair that up with Mallow Lana's, then it becomes really difficult to take knockouts against this deck. Steel Fist does a solid 50 damage and you get to attach an energy to Lucario Melmetal, and then you get to use Heavy Impact for a straightforward 150 damage. Now we have 4 Zacian Vs, of course. With the Intrepid Sword ability, we can look at the top 3 cards, attach any metal energies, and then we put the rest into our hand, and Brave Blade does a very powerful and very solid 230 damage. Now we have Zamazenta V with a Dauntless Shield ability, a headache for VMAX Pokemon like Eternatus and Centiskorch to deal with, but especially Eternatus. And you also get to remove special energy from your opponent's active Pokemon with Assault Tackle, so a pretty solid backup attacker. And then we have the Galarian Stunfisk. This is purely as an answer to the Decidueye decks, because otherwise you have no way to damage them. But with this Galarian Stunfisk, you just immediately basically win the game, because they can never attack you, they can't damage you. Between the GX attack, the resistance, and the full and the Metal Goggles, they literally do 0 damage. Yeah, so it's another win against a lot of decks. And the ability Snap Trap, whenever this Pokemon is in the active and gets attacked, you can discard energy from the attacking Pokemon. Therefore, it can offer a little bit of disruption along with the Lucario Melmetal's GX attack and the 4 Crushing Hammers that we play, of course. For research, for consistency purposes, we have the 2 Mallow Lanas and the 1 Cynthia Caitlin. This feels pretty random. This could easily be a Bird Keeper, but the supporter recovery can actually be pretty significant. And we have triple bosses to be able to apply pressure. This deck is a very slow and steady wins the game sort of deck, but it is important to have some sort of initiative with the boss's orders. And so, everything else pretty self-explanatory. Metal Saucers to power up, Quick Balls to search, Tool Scrapper to remove opponent's stuff in the mirror match, Chaotic Swell to disrupt stadiums. You don't rely on any abilities, so you're not super concerned about any stadiums really. And yeah, let's see what we are up against. Yeah, hopefully not a Charizard, a VMAX deck or of some sort. I will choose to go first. This deck does want to start using Intrepid Sword, start attaching energies, neither of which we are going to do with this hand. But hey, it's still correct to choose to go first, I believe. We're up against Colossal, so our coding energies are going to be pretty crucial, right? To not just completely die immediately. I will go ahead and quick wall away a switch. The energy removal aspect is definitely not going to matter in this, because Colossal just completely recovers energy that you remove, so it's not going to matter too much. I don't find any energy, and I also noticed I priced one of my 3 coding energies. So I say this because this deck usually plays Ninetales V as a fire type attacker, or it is actually a Charizard VMAX deck. I cannot believe this. I actually cannot believe we hit a Charizard VMAX deck. when we're playing LUCMETAL. I actually just cannot believe it. I mean, these two being down is actually pretty good. The Didn't getting discarded is pretty peculiar. Yeah, there we see the Didn't. My opponent taking card for the fire and the switch. 2 fires down. There's the fire. I assume he got the switch as well. Would be nice if he didn't. I mean, I guess, yeah. I don't know. That deck feels like it's trying to do way too much, right? Way too much. Way too much. Alright. Well, I mean, that could have been an interesting match where we were going to get wrecked, but my opponent just didn't even have any sort of hope. I guess he didn't run Welder, so maybe at that point it would have mattered. But with me not even attaching a single energy on turn 1, like if I was threatening with that 2 energy Zacian, then okay, maybe you consider conceding there. But when I literally just went search Intrepid Sword Pass without even attaching a manual energy, what the heck? 6 supporter hand. What the heck? I don't know. I feel like you don't immediately concede that game. What even is this hand? Because, like, if I'm Marnie, all my supporters are going to be at the bottom of the deck, right? And if I research, then I'm losing all my supporters, so it's a lose-lose for me. It's literally a lose-lose here. Okay, so based on that, this is probably a mirror match. This is actually a mirror match. Well, I don't have Air Balloon. My opponent did find energy for a turn. Oh. Wow, what? Oh my god. Well, I can't believe he hit 2 energy. This Zacian's probably gone. Well, yeah, what was I expecting, right? What was I actually expecting? Okay, so I feel like I'm gonna do this. But now I'm definitely not going to hit any energy. Yeah. Ugh. How did I get 3 research and 2 Marnie in my initial hand? Like, that's over half of my draw supporters in my initial hand. Alright, in the mirror match too. Okay, so... Okay, my opponent decides to Marnie me, that's fine. I'd be happier removing this energy if my opponent hadn't just gotten like 2 free attachments on there. You know? Alright, so my opponent is going full Zacian. It might not be LUCMETAL. But it is important for me to use my GX attack. Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to boss and remove... What? Okay, that absolutely has to be a Zacian focused deck. Like, that has to be running so many energies, right? So many energies. So I'll try and keep them spread. Okay, well, I mean, I don't think I'm in, like, a terrible position. But, like, that is just crazy. 2 energies each time. Okay, so now I have a boss, right? So if he decides to not take the initiative, then I can go boss and strip the energy out of 1 full Zacian, right? So the big part here is, if my opponent doesn't have any sort of GX attack, then I have 1 KOs and he doesn't. Donut boss. Okay, he just Intrepid Swords. Okay, so I have 1 KOs and he doesn't, and that's the big deal. That is actually a big deal. Okay, he hit another energy. All right, this means I'm gonna be safe, right? This does mean I'm gonna be safe from 1 KOs, and stripping the energy is not bad. Honestly, stripping the energy is not bad at all. There's 1 saucer gone, 5 metal down, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 already. Yeah, this has to be a pure Zacian deck. Well, never mind. Oh, I should have stripped the energy off of that one, I guess. Should have stripped the energy off of that one. Okay, now I definitely top one to Marnie, obviously. Obviously. I mean, I do have Tool Scrapper. The Metal Goggles are nice. Not super impactful, but nice. So 20 damage sets up the KO, right? My opponent has 1 card in hand. Is that switch? It could be. So I'm gonna spread my energy just in case. And then I'll go ahead and Steel Fist. And I'm not gonna attach energy because I actually wouldn't mind top decking energy. Although maybe attaching and then retreating would have been a good call. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I should have the advantage. That retreat is fantastic. That retreat is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, because now he never 1-KOs me and I always 1-KO him. So he gets 3 prizes, but these 2 Zacians should be able to finish off my opponent's 3 Zacians. So now I promote the doll so I can Metal Saucer, right? Or I can just get the energy. So I get rewarded for not attaching the energy last turn. So I'm gonna... yeah, I get rewarded for the right play, which was not to attach energy. Okay, so this guy always survives, right? Yeah, and then I have Boss to KO that guy next turn. 230 minus 30 is 200 plus the 20. It's exactly 220. So then I can chase this guy. This guy's unpowered. I wish I had like just a regular switch, but that's fine. I don't think I mind attaching to the active retreating and going boss KO on the 1 powered up threat, you know? I don't think I mind that too much. So in the end, we'll see the benefit of having access to a GX attack. Yeah, wait. 13, 14, 15, 16 metal energies. That is sick. So this might be like the hyper consistent Zacian deck with like 4, 4, 4, 4, 4 of everything. And just like 20 energy or something. Okay, so my opponent's definitely gonna retreat to a doll, right? Or he's just gonna gift me and save me the boss. This is perfect. This is genuinely perfect. This would only be more perfect if I top deck Switch or Mallow Lana. Oh. What? What the heck? Literally perfect. Wow, I've been rewarded by top decks twice, which is pretty lucky for me. Yeah, there's the victory. I was rewarded twice by those top decks, but yeah, I mean, overall, the switch was completely situational. The metal energy, I feel like, showed how I had the possibility to attach energy, yes. What would that have accomplished? It would have thinned 1 card that I needed anyways, and my Lucario Melmetal went down anyways. So I slightly increased my chances of finding a metal energy of my top deck, even though I still had like 30 cards left in the deck. It was a slight increase, right? And that slight increase ended up paying off. And that small, yeah, that very small percentage, that very small advantage that I created for myself, right? Off of a decision I made myself. If you get those little decisions right over the course of a long game, right? Or over the course of a long tournament, then you are creating an advantage for yourself, right? And that advantage is usually what will end up winning you games in the long run. So, don't know what we're up against. No energy still. I play 14 energy and I have been unable to get an energy on my first turn. I think all 3 games. Which is a very sad order of business. So there's one energy, right? And I get an attachment. So this sort of compensates, but not quite. Yeah, not quite. So my opponent started Detene, obviously not great. We are up against ADP. That is pretty great. This is usually a good matchup for us. Maybe I was a little over eager in attaching both Metal Goggles. I should have attached to the Zacian, but save the other one because ADP is usually playing Tool Scrapper lately. Now if my opponent gets turn 1 GX, that's just gonna be crazy. Well, he's gonna get turn 1 GX, never mind. Oh boy, and I won't be able to punish that, which sucks. Usually you definitely want to prevent the GX attack from happening. Oh, okay, so we see the metal, that's fine. We see Jirachi, so that gives me hope that there's no crushing hammers for my opponent. So just attaching the energy is all I need, right? Just attaching this energy is absolutely all I need. And then I think I'm just gonna Marty. I'm sad that I drew that energy, but I still have so many energy available that I'm hoping it's not an issue. I'm not gonna bother with the hammer on this because I'm definitely gonna discard the energy next turn, hopefully. So I'm just gonna Intrepid Sword, no energy this time. That's okay. I have double hammers in case something happens, so I can start attacking the energies and preventing the ultimate ray, which is ultimately. And wow, no switch for my opponent. So that metal energy should have gone to the active. Now my opponent's just gonna get wrecked here. Getting your energy removed before you GX, like losing 3 energy before you've even GX, that is insane. That is actually insane, and that is probably game over. So that extra metal energy attachment, I think, shows how my opponent was playing to a script. You know, my opponent was playing to a script of, I need to GX, and then I ultimate ray. What's in front of you? What are you up against? How do you manage your energy? How are you planning on retreating, right? That completely went over his head, right? That completely went over his head. Okay, so I can still save these. All I need to do is Steel Fist, honestly. And then I will attach energy because I might end up retreating this and then getting a KO here, but that's okay. That is okay. He's gonna have lost 5 energies before I've even played a single Crushing Hammer. Well, now that we see the Metal Saucer, I'm definitely gonna go for wow, 2 saucers, so now I'm definitely gonna go Crushing Hammer. What? Okay, so my opponent, I reckon at this, wait, what? Okay, he really wanted to Stellar Wish. I reckon at this point in time, my opponent's build and approach is that of a newer player, right? Where he knows what his deck does, and he has this strategy, but he's not very familiar. Double Mallow Lana, okay. He has a very peculiar list as well, but he's not super familiar with like the intentions of this deck in particular, right? Or like how to properly adapt. Okay, so he's gonna heal off the damage, and that is annoying for sure. That is definitely annoying. And so, like, now seeing those Mallow Lanas, he had extra switching cards, right? Between switches, Mallow Lanas, and scoop up nets. I guess that sort of justifies not attaching the energy to the Dene to be able to retreat, but I don't know. Okay, he grabs a Marty, so that means he whiffed. That means he whiffed and he's not... Oh, never mind. Doesn't mean anything at all. I have absolutely no clue what I'm talking about. Okay. So, I mean, he manages to do the GX attacks, he manages to heal as well. So, I guess he's not in a terrible spot by any means. That's a pretty lucky Crushing Hammer head flip. I mean, okay, that's the lucky one. I was hoping just one to remove the water, right? All I wanted was one to remove the water. Mallow Lana could still be useful. So I debated on doing that, but I don't know. Getting pretty lucky with those hammers for sure. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna bench anything else until I know, or until rather I get another Metal Goggles. That's gonna be the goal. Cynthia Caitlin discarding this, getting back the boss is gonna be pretty important. My opponent definitely in a very tricky and sticky situation. His Mallow Lana is also at the bottom of the deck now. Never mind. What I meant to say is his Mallow Lana is right there at the top, ready to go. But now, if my opponent commits to the Zacian, yeah, I was gonna say, well, he might still do it. Is he going for Herballoon? I think we're fine. Yeah, like, removed energy before he GX'd. There's the Aurora. Please don't attach it to the active. Oh my god, why would you do that? Do you have energy switch? Oh, okay. I was like, no, what are you doing? Okay, so he gets the ultimate ray off, at least, right? Gets the ultimate ray off. He has lost quite a few energy though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Wow. Okay, so he had enough to power up. All right. So I will get this KO. Now I wish that was a Mallow Lana. So it turns out, playing the Marnie last turn ended up being a mistake. I can definitely do this. And then if I switch, I can simply prevent this KO. But after this guy goes down, there's nothing that really threatens me. Right? There's absolutely nothing that really threatens me. So I feel like just heavy impact here. One card in hand too. What is that one card? Based on my 10 years of PTCGO experience, that is a research. 9 out of 10 times that is a research, but he does have Jirachi, right? So that's fine. So he absolutely should be encouraged and enticed to get a KO here, right? But then the question becomes, what next? What next? Marnie is very annoying. This is such a good hand. Especially with the 2 hammers. It's alright though. Should be getting a draw supporter off of this, I feel. Yeah, that works. I get a backup Pokemon as well. See the Dedenne. Wow, my opponent plays a bunch of energy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See the switch. You're gonna see the KO. Okay, so now that 3 Metal Saucers are gone though, there's no humanly possible way for my opponent to get a backup KO or get a return KO. Right? No, as far as I'm aware. Right? Maybe he's playing turbo patches and that would be a way. But so far, no turbo patches. No turbo patch has been seen. So I will power up this because all I need is a boss, right? Or maybe a switch and then a retreat and then I can finish off the game with Zacian. So that definitely sort of works. No boss, right? No boss for me. My deck didn't get shuffled, so there's at least a boss at the bottom of the deck. I would not be surprised to be hit by the reset stamp here. But like I said, I do not expect my opponent to be able to attack this turn. And only ADP survives a hit from my Zacian. There we see the Zacian though. See, quick ball. Probably gonna look through to see what's left in the deck. Wait, what? Why would you discard the Big Charm? The Big Charm would have allowed him to potentially survive. Right? The Big Charm would have allowed him to potentially survive. I mean, he doesn't know that I have the Tool Scrapper. He says, well played. Huh? Why did he say, well played? Why did he say well played right there? Okay, top deck boss. That's not boss. Yeah, I'll do this. I don't understand why my opponent discarded the big charm, but hey. Okay, so I get to heal. I do this. And now, well, he still has that other Mallow Lana, right? Oh no, it's in the discard pile now. Okay, so now nothing survives my next hit from Zacian. And like I said, as far as I'm aware, well, okay, my opponent could have Metal Saucered, attached, and energy switched. And Tool Scrappered. Yeah, that would have been enough, right? Those 4 and switch. So he needed 5 cards to get the win. So there was a chance, right? Not a very good one, but there was a chance. So yeah, my opponent attaching energy to it then ends up costing him. Pretty interesting list with the tackles and whatnot. But overall, and Jirachi and Scoop Up Nets too. So a lot going on in my opponent's list. Thankfully, no hammers. That was very useful. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, and be subscribed to the channel so that you have a chance to win the daily Poke Down Store code. It's double daily, right? Because there's 2 videos every day so far, right? In 2021, that's the goal. So yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.